Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Phantom, back at you another video today. And today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be bringing a little bit of positivity to Xenoverse 2. For a change, right? For a change. Now before we get this video started, I want to say shout outs to, I forgot his name. If he's watching this video, he's going to know who he is, because I actually commented back to him. He gave me the idea to even do this video in the first place. We're going to be doing, instead of, harping on Xenoverse for the things that it isn't, for the things it doesn't have, and for the things that it lacks entirely, let's make a positive Xenoverse 2 video for a change, right? Showcasing and talking about the things that it does do right, and some of the things that it did get right with this installment. We're going to be talking about the top 5 things that I actually like and particularly enjoy about Xenoverse 2, right? Last video, I did a top 5 things I hate about Xenoverse 2. Go ahead and, if you didn't watch that video already, go ahead and check that video out. That video did really good in comments and support, and shout outs to Negoy, if I said it right. Shout outs to Negoy. He actually did a follow-up video, to my video about his top 5 things he doesn't like about the game. So shout outs to him. He shouted my video out. Shout outs to you, man. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate that a lot. But today we're gonna be doing a top 5 things that I do like about the game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully some more Xenoverse YouTubers will see this video, and maybe they'll do a top 5 things they do like about the game. Because not gonna lie, I think I kind of harp on the game so much nowadays. And after the young man commented that in my comment section, gave me that idea to do this video in the first place, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? Even though this game is kind of complete garbage at the moment, there's a lot of things in this game that are cool, and I feel like we should be more positive towards the game, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got Xenoverse 2. We're lucky to even have this game nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Who's to say we'll even get a Xenoverse 3? If we do, we'll be very lucky, and I'll be very grateful. Hopefully we do in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and talk about some more positive stuff for a change. Now, once again, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and like that video. Go ahead and get ready to comment down below. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Upload Xenoverse content quite a lot nowadays. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the video started with my top 5 things. Alrighty, so my first thing I want to talk about that I actually really like and love about Xenoverse 2 is going to have to be the QQ Bang system. Now, I don't see the QQ Bang system getting enough props and enough recognition, and I feel like it deserves. And I honestly think it's a really great customization tool in the game. You know what I'm saying? When the game first came out, it was a lot of ways to create your own unique QQ Bang for your character, and honestly, QQ Bangs, I will say, was a great addition to this game, an overall amazing addition. Because for all my Xenoverse 1 players, myself right here, if you guys play Xenoverse 1, you guys would know that if you guys think Xenoverse 2 is limited, oh god, y'all haven't even played Xenoverse 1. Xenoverse 1 was literally as limited as you can be. It's limited times 2. For starters, in Xenoverse 1, all clothes, just like in this game, had their own separate stats attached to them, but they didn't have the QQ Bang system where you could override those stats. So in Xenoverse 1, stats were directly tied to your clothing. So say you had like a cool outfit you wanted to put on your character, well, if those stats for that outfit didn't fit what you wanted for your character's fighting style, then good, you're out of luck, kid. Good luck. You're out of luck, man. Sorry to say, but this game definitely fixed that up 100% with the QQ Bang system, and I feel like it's worth mentioning in this video. It overrides all the darn stats on the clothes. I don't even see why we even have stats on clothes. Just take them away, period. But the QQ Bang system was definitely a great addition for this game, and it's definitely worth, talking about. As you guys can see, I have a lot of QQ Bangs here. When the game, around the first few months when the game first came out, there were tons of videos, tons of different ways to get the perfect QQ Bang for your character. And it was great. I think even one dude, his channel blew up off of a video about QQ Bangs in Xenoverse 2. So QQ Bang system is definitely a great thing about Xenoverse 2 that I do love a lot, and I'm happy that they included. Hopefully it will stay in the future Xenoverse 3. The second thing that I really like about Xenoverse 2 is gonna have to be involving the raids, the expert missions, and just the weekly, events, or every so often events they do for the game. So this can include, of course, raids that we just had, the Zamasu raid where we get exclusive rewards or exclusive customization parts for our characters, like the Zamasu wig, the Golden Scout, or the Bojack wig and stuff like that. Well, actually, the Bojack wig wasn't an exclusive reward, but you know what I'm saying. We got the expert missions. Expert missions, I think, were a great addition to the game. Unfortunately, they never kind of added more of them, so once you beat them all, that was kind of it. But they were fun for its time. And then we have the weekly events, or the ever so often events, I mean. So this was basically what I mean by this would be like, if you guys remember, the Frieza raid, you know what I'm saying, or the little Frieza thing where the Frieza invaded Kanton City, quote unquote. I think that was actually a really cool idea, and it was really fun for its time, of course. Once again, it really sucks they never went too crazy with that, and didn't have more variety of those kinds of missions and kept adding on to it. But I did like those a lot. I feel like it added a lot of more fun to the game, and it added a lot of content to the game, believe it or not. I think the Frieza raid when it first came out was really cool. You get to fly around Kanton City and fight against the Ginyu Force and then Frieza, and then you got the tracksuit stuff, basically, the golden Frieza tracksuit, the metal cooler tracksuit. That was really cool, and it sucks they never brought that back. It sucks they never added on to that. It sucks they never did more with that in the future. So maybe a Broly raid, or I don't know. There's a bunch of things that could, or an Android raid or something like that. Something really cool. And also, basically, going back to raids in general, I think raids are a really cool idea, despite some of them being just butt annoying to do. They are a good idea, and I like them for adding them into the game. And you get the exclusive rewards if you get a certain amount of points. You get the cool outfit, so raids are cool, and expert missions are cool. I like that about Xenoverse 2. The Hero Coliseum. I really loved the Hero Coliseum when it first came out. I think this, honestly, is one of the better things they added to the game post-release. Hero Coliseum was so much fun, and it honestly may still be fun, actually. They've added so much stuff to it, and when it first came out, I was on it relentlessly. Like, I had the most fun on Hero Coliseum. I was actually #1 in the world at one point for a very small period of time, of course, and I had so much fun with Hero Coliseum. I grinded it. It was a lot of fun, man. Customizing your deck, basically. If you guys can see here, this is my deck when I did play Hero Coliseum. It's very outdated. I haven't played Hero Coliseum since last year. I don't have none of the newer stuff. I haven't played it since last year. Unfortunately, Hero Coliseum, just like the rest of the game's online leaderboards, got plagued with boosters and stuff like that, so it made it not fun for me to play, because I did ranked a lot, right? But with people boosting to the top, it made it to where I didn't want to play it anymore, and I stopped playing it, and it really sucks. I had a lot of fun with Hero Coliseum, customizing your deck, unlocking these figures, and kind of just having that little board game battle. And believe it or not, Hero Coliseum could be quite strategic. I had some great matches in Hero Coliseum. If you haven't seen them, I have some videos on my channel very long time ago if you want to look for those videos. Oh man, Hero Coliseum was so much fun. I had some great matches, some very intense fights. I had a really cool team, a really cool deck, and it was a lot of fun. I think Hero Coliseum was one of the best things they added for the game, for Xenoverse 2 in general. And they add on to it still. Hopefully, maybe, now that I'm talking about it, right, I may actually, one of these days, I may hop back on Xenoverse 2 and try to go back to Hero Coliseum, because I think Hero Coliseum is a great addition to the game, one of the better ones for the game. It's basically a whole nother game inside of a game. So it's like another game in a game, because you can do a lot in Hero Coliseum, and you can spend tons of time in here customizing your deck, doing the capsule machine, unlocking all these cool figures, and just getting the perfect deck to deal with all situations and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun, you know, so maybe I'll actually revisit Hero Coliseum in the future. But for now, that is one of my things that I love about Xenoverse 2. Hero Coliseum was amazing when it first came out. It probably still is very much fun. You know, I don't see many people playing it, but it was a lot of fun when it first came out. Now, the fourth thing that I really love about Xenoverse 2 is the fact that on the character select screen, you can choose all of your characters at once without having to go back, re-log into the server, all that nonsense. Unfortunately, it took them way too long to add this. We just had this added recently, for God's sakes, but I'm so glad they added it, and I gotta put it on this list because it is such a godsend. I mean, who else got annoyed with constantly having to log out, go back to the thing, go back to the title screen, re-log back in, pick your character, run back over to the booth, log back in, you know, get the room started back up again just to switch characters. This new feature was such a godsend, and it took so long for them to add it, but it's finally here, and it's one of the best things they could have done because personally I love it. It has saved me so much time with recording videos, in particular story videos. Excuse this current save data right now. This is a save data I'm using for the next story video. If you guys are still interested in that, you know what I'm saying, this has helped me like 100% with those videos, right? Because originally I used to have to, you know, hit up certain people for help with the videos and I have to wait for them to be available, and we'd be in the party like kind of just taking forever to do stuff for the video and all that kind of stuff. Now I can pick my own character on the character select screen, whoever I have on my roster. I really don't even need anyone's help. Whatever I need for the story video, I can do it myself, right? I can fight my own character in the game, right? And that's also cool as well. You can battle your own character, and that's really cool, right? So this feature has opened up so many ways for me to make content, save tons of time, eliminate a bunch of, you know, just unnecessary mundane, constantly switching between stuff, logging back into the server. Saves tons of time, and I think this is one of the better things they added to the game. I don't see many people talking about it. I think it's worth being on this list personally because it's such a huge deal. And it sucks it took them, you know, almost 2 years for them to add it into a game like this, but they did, so whatever. Thanks a lot, Dimps. It helped me a lot with videos. So yeah, that's my fourth thing I like about this game. And the final thing that I love about Xenoverse 2 is gonna honestly be just the support for the game. I think they've supported this game very well in the past 2 years. The game's been out for 2 years now, right? I think they've supported this game great. They've done a very good job supporting this game. We have 8 DLC packs, tons of free updates and stuff like that. Now, could the support be better? That's debatable. Personally, I think it could be a little better, but it can't go understated how the developers have stuck with the game and supported us for these past 2 years. You know what I'm saying? When the game first got announced, we were told we have 4 DLC packs with a season pass, right? 4 DLC packs. But, you know, after I think around the half year, or I think around the 1.5 year point, they announced we'd be having 4 more DLC packs for the game. And we'd be getting all this new stuff added as well. Now, a lot of people didn't like to hear that, but personally, when the DLC packs came out, I think it was a great addition to the game. You know, we had all these extra packs where they added so much more stuff. They didn't have to do that stuff, right? They didn't have to, because when the games came out, they said specifically it was going to be 4 DLC packs. So the fact that they added 4 more DLC packs, you know, with the Broly, the Dragon Ball Super Broly pack coming out with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and stuff like that coming out soon. It just shows that, you know, despite the game having some glaring issues that have been that have refused to be acknowledged yet and fixed, unfortunately, there is a lot of love and care into this game, you know, and that can't be understated. No matter how much we hate the unvanishable male earthling combo, no matter how much we hate the fact that the netcode still, and it always lags, the netcode still isn't perfect after 2 years. No matter how much we hate the fact that our Super Saiyan hair doesn't spike up when we turn Super Saiyan, no matter how much we hate the fact that our Saiyan tails don't move and they're just stuck in a certain spot or a certain angle, no matter how much we hate that, we gotta at least acknowledge the fact that these developers have provided us with, you know, eight good DLC packs for the better part of 2 years, right? And I love that about the game. You know, after this DLC pack, I do believe this will be our last one for the game. So when this next pack releases, I believe this month, I do think that will be it for Xenoverse 2 in terms of DLC content. And personally, I think they did a great job with the DLC. You know, I have no complaints revolving how they've done the DLC. Maybe could a DLC be a bit more engaging? Could they add more features to the game? Yeah, possibly. Could they add more variety to the DLC packs? Yeah, possibly. You know, could they get a DLC pack that was kind of like when Coliseum first came out and just add a whole new game mode to the game entirely? Yeah, possibly. But I can't hate on it for that, right? I'm satisfied with what we have. I'm satisfied with how the game's kind of gonna end. You know, unfortunately, there's still some issues in the game that haven't been resolved yet. But, you know, we can only go up from here, right? We can only go up, because Xenoverse 2 is a huge improvement from Xenoverse 1. Gotta keep that in mind, guys. Xenoverse 1 was awful. Xenoverse 2 is at least decent, right? The game is not awful. I may talk my crap about it, but the game's not awful. There's just a few things in the game that need to get ironed out, which unfortunately never did. That's why I don't play it nowhere near as much nowadays. Would I love to play Xenoverse 2 like I used to back in the day? Hell yeah, man. I miss my characters. I miss going online. I miss making those awesome little videos with the ultimate attacks and the little cool music to fit my characters and stuff like that. I miss it, right? The game is fun to play when it works, but when it doesn't work, which is I think about 60% of the time, maybe more, the game becomes a chore to play, and unfortunately that kills it. So hopefully with the next Xenoverse game, if there is one, which I'm sure there will be, right? They definitely just make, you know, have better game design. A lot of people are saying that it'd be better for them to just keep adding to this game. Personally, I gotta disagree with that entirely. This game fundamentally has a couple of bad game design flaws that I feel like need to be ironed out in a whole new game, right? I don't see why they would keep adding to this game. You know what I'm saying? It's good to bring out new stuff. Xenoverse 3 would be hype. A Xenoverse 3 trailer would be hype. It induced hype. So I don't see, there's nothing hype about seeing the 12th DLC pack for Xenoverse 2. I feel like people who say that are in the minority who feel like that. I would not want to see a 14th DLC pack for Xenoverse 2, right? I wouldn't want to see that. So hopefully in the next game this stuff gets ironed out. These are my things that I love about the game. I love that they support the game for as long as they did. They didn't have to, but they did. And I think they did a fairly good job with it. So, you know, here's to the future for Xenoverse. What else we could see, what other cool stuff they'll add, what other cool stuff I'll love about the game. And, you know, let's just be more positive towards the game in the future, guys. Thanks for watching.